Hello, this is Module 5, Video 36. In this video, we're going to create our exercise programs parser. So first of all, let me create the types we need. So once again, our interface is similar to the previous one, except this time we're parsing out an exercise programs model, which is the top level model object in our model's assembly. So in other words, this is the last parser we will need, happily. And it's going to look similar as well to the exercise program parser, although a bit simpler. So probably going to copy a bit of the code from there. But first of all, let's write the tests. Right, so usual tests around null argument checks, and then can parse exercise programs, just make sure that given a certain input we have the expected number of exercise programs in that input. So for example here I've got a first exercise program and then a second one, so we're expecting 2, and same here except I've got more new lines in between them. And then I've got a test for invalid input as well. So the implementation, well, first of all, let's make sure those tests are failing. There we go, all failing. So as I mentioned, the implementation is going to look pretty similar to what we've got for exercise program parser, except we don't need to parse a name, so it's even simpler. So essentially we're just doing this. Let's see how we go with the test with that. Okay, that's obviously an optional at the moment, which makes sense because we don't want to, well, I mean, you could go either way. We could assume, or we could say that a document with no exercise programs is invalid, in which case this should not be optional. Or we could say that it's perfectly fine to have an empty exercise program document, in which case this should be optional. I'm going to go with that for now. And also I just realized we should probably allow any amount of white space at the end of the document, or make sure that we're finished parsing the input in the document. So here we should probably also have, so this end here will make sure that we've reached the end of the input. So the only thing we allow between the exercise programs and the end of the document is white space. And we can have some tests for that. There we go. Oops, missing a closing parentheses there. Okay, cool, all passing. Now what we can do is in our exercise programs class, we can add a static method to parse out an exercise programs object from some string input. And I should add a test here to make sure that the input's not null, etc. Okay, let's try those tests, make sure they're failing. They are. So the implementation here should be extremely simple because we've done all the hard work. And of course I've forgotten these services. And there we go, all tests passing, all parsers written, and we've added it into our exercise programs class. So now our higher layers of the application can actually turn the input document into an exercise programs object. So that is it for our exercise programs parser. I will see you in the next video, which is the last one in this module. Cheers.